my hobby, you know.
Well, you take your hobby serious. It's good to see somebody with a passion. Very defeatist.
Well, here we are at the Smokers Ball here in Amsterdam, and we're privileged to have with us this evening a statesman of renown, a writer, a investigator, a researcher, Arno Adeelars.
It means eagle in Dutch.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so Arno Eagle.
Arnold Eagle, Adeelars. And Arnold has written several books, one having to do with magic mushrooms. Is that right, Arnold?
And ecstasy.
Ecstasy?
And right now I'm working, well, I also already published something on ayahuasca, but there will be a book now on ayahuasca.
And can you tell us what ayahuasca is for people that don't have any idea?
Well, so ayahuasca is you might say the preferred or the favorite psychedelic of the Amazon Indians. So almost all the Amazon Indian tribes use ayahuasca as a sacrament, as a holy or a sacred brew.
Is this like for hundreds of years?
Thousands of years, yes.
Is it a root or is it a mushroom or what is ayahuasca? How do you spell ayahuasca?
Well, so I have this. Somebody gave me this fantastic T-shirt, and this is how you spell it. It's in the Quechua language. It's an Indian tribe from Peru, and actually this is a slice. This is a slice of a vine. You can see a flower-like pattern in it, and this is one part of the brew because it's a combination of two different plants. So it's the vine. What this vine does, pharmacologically speaking, is that it stops one enzyme in your gut.
Stops an enzyme in your bowel.
Yeah, and it's called the MAO enzyme, monoamine oxidase enzyme. It stops this enzyme. What this enzyme normally does, it breaks down DMT, dimethyltryptamine.
Right.
And dimethyltryptamine containing leaf is the other ingredient in ayahuasca. So this wine facilitates the DMT to cross the blood-brain barrier and comes to your brain, and then you get the effects.
What are the effects?
Well, the effects are unpredictable. It is possible you will drink something and you won't notice too much. It's not like you take mushrooms and within 15 minutes you know where you're at. But it can be like that.
So it's a psychedelic.
It's absolute psychedelic. It can bring you to your innermost essence.
Touch with yourself.
But if you're not concentrated enough, or if it's not working very well in the beginning, you won't notice too much. But this is only for beginners. As soon as you drink it more often, say more than 5 or 8 times, you will always feel the effect. So I'm a relatively experienced drinker, so I will notice the effects maybe in 5 or 10 minutes.
And how long does it last?
It depends on how many glasses you drink, but you might say that one glass lasts for about 3-4 hours.
Is there any negative side effects?
Well, so because the vine is containing this MAO inhibitor, this inhibitor of this enzyme, there are some contraindications, you might say. So, for example, you have to take a certain diet a couple of hours before you start drinking the brew. Or when you have a medication, it can be really dangerous. So, for example, some antidepressants in combination with with an MAO inhibitor can be really dangerous. Fatal. So you have to take care with that.
So do most people that you have these sessions, professional sessions with people in which you do the medication with like 5 or 10 people, and
so 10, 12 people.
and you travel around Europe and hold these sessions, and most people feel like they have a great learning experience, deeper insight into themselves.
Well, you have to see this as a medicine. You know, it can be a rough time during the night. It can also be a fantastic time, but you don't know beforehand. But that one thing is for sure, afterwards you feel very good.
Really?
You feel healed.
You feel healed?
You feel healed for a couple of days. And especially if it will bring you to your innermost essence, and you will figure something out that you didn't know or you didn't want to know, and you know all of a sudden oh yeah, this is how my life is.
It's like an intuitive.
It can be life changing, and so it can work very deep. And in that respect, it's a medicine. It's a medicine in the Indian way.
Just South American Indian.
Well, no, also like peyote. Peyote is also a medicine.
Right, the American Indians.
Yeah.
But it's funny, there's not.
How is it different from mushrooms? Say like psilocybin or
Yeah, well, so
magic mushrooms.
Well, so psilocybin and psilocin are, if you look at the molecular structure, they're very much related to DMT. So one is for phosphoryl DMT, and the other one is for hydroxy DMT.
Okay.
So you might say that DMT is a kind of basic molecule, and psilocybin and psilocin, the two active ingredients in the mushrooms, are related to DMT. But as we know, if you eat mushrooms, it will work anyway. The MAO enzyme doesn't kill it, doesn't eat it. You know? So that's a major difference. Another difference is that compared to mushrooms, mushrooms is black and white TV. And ayahuasca is color TV. You know?
Oh yeah?
Yes, and it's also 3D. It's very three-dimensional. Yeah.
Oh really?
If you get a full effect, it's very three-dimensional. It has a clarity.
So it's more powerful, has a more profound effect.
It's very hard to say because it's
unpredictable.
It's a different teacher.
A different teacher.
It's a different teacher.
Would you say it's similar to LSD?
Especially like if you're.
To be honest, I don't have much experience with LSD because I was one of these unlucky guys who got it into his tea without knowing it. You know? So I had a bad first experience, and because of that, I don't know much about it. I know much more about the plants.
Is ayahuasca, is that illegal or is it legal?
Well, so it's
The worry, I guess.
in Holland, it's say the vine. So one of the two ingredients is legal, and the DMT containing leaves are illegal. On the other hand, there's just such a small group of people taking this brew that Dutch authorities don't bother.
Really, it's not considered a problem.
No, so there are also some Brazilian churches here in Holland that use ayahuasca as a sacrament, and one of these churches had a problem with Dutch police. Dutch police came in during the church service, and so they confiscated all the ayahuasca. But then later they wanted to drop the charges because they thought it was not worth the effort. But the church, this Santo Daime church, this Brazilian church, there are 3 chapters here in Holland. Right now they want to continue with the court case because they want to have a clear verdict about what will happen. Because they want to do their